Hello? Wow. So I went for my walk. Was chilling out there. My video's like stuck in the ethers. I don't know where it is. Like my phone went flat. So it's just kind of, yeah, in the ethers until it uploads and then I can put it as public. She attacked me at the front door basically, like when I came home. Just after I left, walked home, fucking couldn't even do my prayer to Jesus at my front door. Like she opened her door when I was like doing my prayer, literally doing my prayer to Jesus on my door. Like how I do it when I come home. Put my hand there and I do my prayers. And she like pretty much just like Hoovered attacked me to try and get narcissistic fucking supply. And yeah, like, because I left the, you know, Form 5 thing, whatever it is, on the doorstep. Like when I left, I just like left it there. I didn't reply to her text and left at like 4:20 a.m. for my walk. Went to the cave and just went to the cave and just came home. Well, kind of like sat on that fucking log near the start, like at the start. Pretty much, you can like clearly see like where I'm at, fucking on this log. And I've got a few like really weird looks by people. As I was like literally leaving the cave, you cannot believe this, but there's like a couple coming and they don't have their fucking torch on. They're just hanging out there, like looking up at me as a cave, most probably gang stalking at like fucking 6 a.m. as I like come out of the fucking cave. I'm like, holy shit, it's like still dark. Like, what the fuck? The sun doesn't actually get up until like 50 minutes. So they've like literally gang stalked me at like 5 a.m. or like 5:30. Or they've gone for their thing. And like, I'm like, what the hell? They didn't have the torch on, man. Like, I crossed that little bridge just where the fucking cave is. And they're just like there. And I'm like, what? Okay. And they like have their torch. And like, I shined my torch like at them. And it kind of blinded them a bit. And I'm like, hello. And like the chick got like really weird and like fucking freaked out and put her hand up like to block the light or whatever. And then the dude's just like, morning. And then like literally I'm walking down the road where the crosses are. And I put another psoriasis like symbol. And there's another one I put there. And I might show you that later. And then like I'm like kneeling down and praying to it. Right? Because it's like this symbol for Thor, which is kind of like Zeus or Jesus and all that. Like I think that psoriasis one is actually the one that's like closest to the Jesus thing, or it might be the U, it might be the transformation, change, death thing, or it's also that Thor thing, right? Or thorn. So wouldn't that be like the crown of thorns, like on Jesus' head? Because he's like, yeah, it relates to Thor, and that same kind of word. Anyway, thorns, crown of thorns. I'm like kneeling down to the like little fucking rune that I've put there, and like I'm going to stand up and start like walking along. Like, I fucked around for a little bit there, like made sure I had my shit turned, my torch on, start walking. There's a dude at like the actual sort of like bridge where you come in and it goes real skinny, and, like fucking. There's this dude just all of a sudden jogging up, and I'm like, what the fuck? You're just now here at like. I know it's getting like that time when people do their shit, you know, but like it was just trippy because he didn't really have, I don't know if he had his, I don't know, it was just weird. Like he could have just been like kind of hiding there as well. I don't know. He probably wasn't like probably, but like he mumbled something. Like when I shone my torch at him, in the distance, he like said something. Like he's like, "Oh fucking hell," or something. Like he just went and said something like that, and then he went past. And I've seen like a few other people, and then I went on this other track for a little bit that I'd actually never been on, like basically, because I was just like, nah, fuck it. And so I went up there for a bit, saw a kangaroo, saw some rabbits, and then I went to that log and just sat there and had a smoke and an AVB splitskin, and that was pretty good. And then I came home, and when I come home, I'm doing my prayer to the cross, and she's just like there. She's like, open her door. She's like, there you go, I've got your notice. And she's like filming me. She's like, I'm filming you. I'm going to be calling Saycat later today. Like, and I'm like doing my prayer to Jesus. And I'm like, fuck this. I'll just walk inside. And I was going to get my phone, like, because my actual phone went flat, right? And yeah. She's filming me. She's like, I'm filming you, like stepping over the thing. And yep, there he is. See, he's stepping over it. And I'm just like, far out, man. Because like, as I went inside, because I was just like, I want to do my prayer to Jesus. And she's like, basically, you know, preventing me from like doing my quiet prayer to Jesus as I come home. I put my hand on the cross, and she's like going like off, like there he is. He's like he's here. He's like ignoring it and all this, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like I don't have to actually pick that up. It can just sit there, like, you know, whatever. She's like lost her shit, man, because I haven't actually picked it up and brought it inside. And then I come inside because my intention was to go get a coffee. So I come inside, I leave my door open. I actually, like when she went back in, because I like grabbed my other phone to go out there to film her. Like she wanted to keep it going, and she's like just gone in because I'm like totally ignoring it, and went in, and that's what she thought, like whatever. And then so I went out, finished my prayer to Jesus, and yeah, came in, kind of like took my bag off. Got, like pretty much just got my shit together, pretty much just like go down the shop with my smokes and my wallet and shit, and got a coffee at the coffee shop. This is my last little bit of money, because I was celebrating my 40 days. And like before I went, I wrote a note to Jesus. Said like, thank you for helping me with cutting back my Valium by 2/3 for 40 days. And wrote it on a bit of paper, put it on the cross out front, like with a like a bulldog clip thing. I think they're called a bulldog clip, aren't they? Like the black clip with the little metal things, like. And then yeah, so like, and then I said it out loud. I put my hand on the thing just before I went to go get my coffee. I said, thank you, Jesus, out loud. I said, thank you, Jesus, for helping me cut my Valium by 2/3 for 40 days. And that's on the cross now. Just like a little bit of like brown paper bag, like Cole's brown paper bag. And I kind of cut it out in a sort of like diamond shaped thing. Well, not diamond, triangle. So it's like upside down, sort of looking. It almost looked like a heart shape, kind of weird. But yeah, did that. And when I got my coffee, had a few smokes down the coffee shop, doing my stretches. Like I've like stretched my back and my arms and everything. Have not slept. I've actually got to go meet people today, I remembered. So that's going to be fun, with like 1.5 hours sleep, like the night before last night, which was like at whatever it was, 4 in the morning 2 days ago or some crap. Yeah, So I've had just like a coffee with an extra shot, did my stretches, walked back, did my prayers to Jesus, gratitude, thank you, forgiveness. Did it all exactly the same. I did it the same at the cave. It was really difficult because I was like really confused and like not really wanting to do it, but I still did it. I still did it exactly the same, pretty much. Even though it was really hard, I still did gratitude. I thanked Anna and John and, you know, said I forgive them and all that. Did it all exactly the same. Came back. I didn't like strain myself though. Basically, I just had a chill time. Like it was like my celebrationary kind of thing. And I was kind of like wondering why. I'm not wondering why, but it was like, kind of sucks that I didn't get like an animal sign. But then I did. Later on, it's the magpie. Those magpies that were there in my life before, that whenever it's there, it'll be there. It's not there now, but when it's there, yeah. I'll just like check my phone real quickly to see if it's doing it. No, it's like lost in the ethers currently. Unless I go like live and I'm like resume or something. No, it's just stuck there somewhere. I guess it'll put it there whenever it's ready. Because usually when you like have a flat phone, it just puts it in the ethers and it takes a while. It's happened before, so hopefully it's just there and you can see where it was this morning for the sunrise. It was like literally like right on sunrise, but you can't. It'd be a while until it pops up because of the hill. Yeah, a few morning walkers, a few kind of like gangstery kind of lockery looking type people, and then a couple like those regulars of those types at the coffee shop. Went over to the seats, like had a smoke, a couple of smokes, stayed at the sun, did my like meditation. Like sometimes in the morning when the sun's up, I like stare at it and do this full like sucking in the energy of the sun into my eyes, and I close my eyes a little bit, open them, just try and stare at it as much as I can, get charged up with the coffee and the sun, and then do my stretches, click all my back, my feet, hey Nana, stretch all my muscles, my ankles, my feet, you know, all that, like, so it's all like, you know, better, or whatever, just moving, blood flow, all that down at the coffee shop. Probably tricked a few people out because I was doing my own version of sort of like Tai Chi, fixing my Makerba while I'm like looking at the sun, or like charged up by the sun, and then like, you know, did my stretches and that with my shoulder blades and my back, like clicking it, like turning around on the chair, sit on the chair, and I do all these weird things and like clear the energy and recharge my Makerba, basically, my aura and all that, my light body, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, did all that and then just cruised back, and I didn't get hoovered again, which was good, because like I was like, wow, like I go for my thing. It's the 40th day. Well, yesterday was the 40th day. I just had my vow. Like, yeah, whatever. So I'll have the other one for tonight, I guess. And I'll do it after my walk, basically. I'm just going to stay awake the whole day because I have to go meet these people and get some help. And I have to do that. Yeah. So we're here chilling for a little bit. I'm a little bit scattered because I have not slept for a long time. I've had fuck all sleep. But yeah, we're okay. People at the coffee shop are a little bit weird, as usual. And yeah, how's it going? I'm still awake. Somehow. I did the thing. I just said it all, so you have to like rewind and watch the start later. But yeah, it's all good. Apart from that crazy shit just before. She like got me, man, out front. I might as well try to explain it if you want to listen. Oh no, you left. Hi bye, whoever that was. Peace out, legend. Top messages. Cool. Alright. I'm a bit like restless leggy and stuff because of the cotton. Still no eating. Oh, I had bread. I had a few bits of bread. Like a couple of bits of bread out there. That's all good. I'll fix my eating when I fix it. Like, you know. I'm just trying to stay sane because like what just happened then made me cry for ages, man. When I came back from the coffee shop. Like, it was pretty fucked actually. I wasn't letting it fuck my day up though, because I'd already decided that I was going to get a coffee with my last $8 and celebrate my thing, because I'm extremely proud of my achievement. And I wasn't going to let someone ruin it, even though I did get extremely upset just before and cried for, like, I don't know how long that was, a fair while. Pretty intense, like the sort of as intense as it gets when I'm like upset and crying. So I just did that, got it out, went and had a smoke outside, had a bit of a look around. She's like moved my pods or whatever around to the side here, like without me even knowing. I just like walked out there and I'm like, hang on. She's like moved all my pods around, like without even like telling me or anything. Rather strange. Like all of her behaviour is like really strange. Anyway, I just ignored her when she attacked me. Like, you know, she just like opened her door. Like she was just ready to fucking do that. Like, instead of trying to talk to me like, you know, a mature adult. Like, she's just fucking crazy. That was crazy. Again, like, I knew it was going to happen eventually. And she's like literally just sat there waiting. She probably is listening in again. Like I heard a noise just before. And I'm like, far out, man. Like, whoa. Anyway, I was just like, yeah, ignored it. And then, like I said, did all my shit as I said it. Yeah, I'll have a Billy, I suppose. And another ciggy. And the rest of my coffee. I really like that coffee shop, actually. Their coffee's nice, but you know what was funny? The chick and the dude that actually are the main people that own it and run it weren't even there. Because they didn't want me to see them. I betcha. Or they just weren't there. They just weren't there. But it was a bit of a coincidence because that's the first time I don't know, I might have seen them not both there before, but that was interesting. The guy that like runs it, owns it, and his wife or whatever, like just totally weren't even there. What if they knew or got told that I was like on my way, and then you know, I can read body language, so like, yeah. Anyway, the whole neighborhood just fucking hates bikes because of whatever she's written. Is what it is. I'll probably pick that thing up and take it with me, I guess, to the thing. Hopefully this dude can sort me out, like, and the chick, whatever. I kind of need to find out when it is, because I don't know exactly when it is. I kind of need to ring the guy, find out when it is. Anyway, enough holding with extreme close-up. I'm gonna move back there. Wow, man, I have not experienced this shit since I was like a teenager, or like in my early 20s. You know? This reminds me of just some really crazy shit from like when I was like heaps younger. Or it reminds me of like behaviour that I might have done to people. And it could be just karma. I'm just like gotta move on from it. You know, it's what it is. People lie and backstab and gaslight and all that, and they think it's okay to do that. So, you know, that's on them, really, because I've forgiven them. It's hard. It's hard to do. You kind of have to privately by ignoring. Like, you have to do your version of that. Like I showed you how Dr. Ramani talked about it. there's just like nothing you can do apart from just be quiet. She's even like, oh, you can ignore, because I wasn't reacting or even looking at it. I was trying to do my prayer. She's like, oh, you can ignore me, Jeremy. I'm filming you, and oh look, there he is. See, he's like ignoring the letter. She's doing this commentary for her own video, and she's saying like, oh yeah, she's going to ring Cat today. Like, what difference is that going to make? Like. It's on the doorstep. Good on you. Like, I haven't picked it up. What if you do? I haven't done anything wrong by, like, not picking it up. You know? She harassed me, man. Like, she doesn't need to, like, do that. Like that. I don't need to answer my door. There's no law saying I need to answer my door to anyone. So she's just like literally weird. Like, you know, why hasn't she sent it to me as an email? Then it's actually formal. Like, but if I don't pick that up, then it's not actually handed to me, is it? I put Archangel Michael's statue out there on the doorstep. And then I put my note to Jesus. Thank you for helping me cut my volume by 2/3 for 40 days. Underlined it at the end. Days, right? Underlined days. Put that on the cross, click. I said it out loud. Thank you for helping. I said the whole thing. And then I went and got my coffee. Not a word, not even like weird behaviour, not yelling out anything, nothing. Go, get it, come back, do my prayer, get really emotional, man, like, because I really wanted to keep it the same, and I thanked Anna and John, again on the cross, forgave them, like I kept it all the same, did it with my mum, did it with everyone, did it with my family, because I like was talking about them, so I thought, do them, and lots of people, the coffee shop, the smoke shop guy, the fucking food lamp, just everywhere, like literally just like thank you, I forgive you, all that stuff that I do, and then came in, but like I was really fucked up from it actually, because I really put a lot of effort into that prayer to Jesus when I had my note up there already, and then I've come back, like I did a really full on one at the door, and it like kind of fucked me up, and then I cried for like half an hour, man, and then I had a smoke while I was crying, like out the back. I was like looking at all the shit, just like gut-wrenched, totally gut-wrenched and shattered. Haven't been that like upset like for a while, like that upset for a while, like actual full-blown like shattered, because like I've done compost. I was looking at the fucking area that I used to sweep the leaves. That way I done it like on my own. Like my own initiative or whatever, you know, just because I wanted to be nice and make compost and like add it to the compost. It was like a thing I did, like to keep me kind of like insane, like sane. I think I talked about it like before, where I'd go out and like sweep the leaves. Some of those lives maybe that are still private that I haven't put public. Yeah, just like really upset, like looking over towards like where the compost pile was, all the shit that I've done out there, and like how I'm just fucked up, like from it, like because of her. She was like she's scaring me. I don't, like when I did that plant the broccoli, I don't even know if that's alive. I'm too scared to even walk out there and over there and like look at it. Apart from that last time that I like maybe filmed it. I went out there and looked at like see if the padlock was still on the water tank, and it is. And I'm just like, wow, so like, yeah, no, like she just doesn't fuck like at all. Like even though it's like winter and before. And she's moved all my pots around. Like she's just cool to me. Like anyway, I just can't do really much else about it, except try and not react. Stay calm, stay sane, keep doing that, even though it's like fucking with me. And I have to just deep breathe, even though I was like really upset and crying. Like I couldn't hold myself. I went out there looking at all the stuff and just like, what a waste of time. What a waste of time and money, a shitload of money, like thousands of dollars. If I add up all the stuff that I actually bought, like for like gardening, it's just thousands. It's thousands. It's like 4 or 5 thousands. She's fully ripped me off thousands of dollars. My time that I contributed just like was worth nothing. Like that to a neighbour would be worth a lot normally in like a normal Anglo-Saxon traditional Australian Western culture, and they don't care. They just take and don't care. These people, you know, you do things for your neighbour or your landlord slash neighbour to help keep the good peace. Like she never once like cleaned for me for free. Like she wanted to be paid every time, and I'd done heaps of nice stuff for her, man. Like out of the goodness of my own heart, like sweeping the leaves and keeping it like tidy, and it's fucked me up, man, because I contributed a lot of my time and energy to help impress her, and she just took it and like took it for herself, stole it basically from me, and then yeah, wanted to be all like into gardening and like has fucked me up, so I can't even like function properly out there. I don't even know who I am, what I'm doing or anything. Like I've had to just resort to like doing live streams and walking for like 40 days because I've like fucked up from it, and like I wanted to cut back on my belly and like everything. I wanted to like start my self-improvement like thing to help maybe impress her that I've actually, like she even told me in text like, you should be proud of your achievements, Jeremy. Like a month ago, whatever. Just fucking weird, mate. Very strange. Like because you get compliments when she still was already narcissistic. Back here, be very proud of yourself, of your achievements that you created. Well done, Jeremy. 20th of July, literally 1 month ago, exactly 1 month. That she was like kind of nice. Like exactly 1 month ago, she was nice to me. The last time when we like bumped into each other. Oh no, that was a different time. You know, there was another time there we had a brief little chat out the front, and I told her how I've been going for my walks, and that's what like I've been doing. And she was like happy. There was like happiness. And she was like, oh, well done. I'm like, yeah, I've got like legs now. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing. So yeah. I went, thank you, Anna. And she went, thumbs up. I replied like 10 minutes later. I went, thank you, Anna. Prayer thing. I'm like, prayer thing? And she put thumbs up. Cheers. I haven't even read it. I haven't even picked it up and read it to see what the actual reason's for. Anyway, let me find out when the hell this appointment is. Where is this person? When is the appointment? I can't even remember. I don't even know. Anyway, I'm struggling with the teeth grinding a little bit. 12. Okay, so I can't stream for that long. And I'm gonna go in my clothes that I've been walking in, and the fucking thing for like 2 weeks, and just be smelly and shit, and then just explain my whole story to them. Just like, whatever, like, gonna call sake. But I'm the one that should be calling sake out, man. I'm the one that will be, like, just wow. So, just hanging in there. I'm just hanging in there. Hope you're having a good day, legends. Yeah. Cheers. I'm gonna have a bit of AVB and just stay sane. Stay here for maybe half an hour, whatever it is. Leave it about fucking, I don't know, whatever I have to get there by fucking midday. And yeah, it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good. As long as I stay like that, I'm gonna manifest it, and it's gonna be fine. I just need to stay like that. Yeah. I did my stretches. It was awesome. Actually, I cleared heaps of fucking. I pushed it out like boom, boom, boom. I pretty tripped out, people, man. Sitting to my drinking my coffee, watching the sun, pretty much like rise up out of the tree, and then just like zoned in on it, man. And I sucked it in and like fucking pushed it out. And fucking, I feel heaps good still. I haven't slept, don't give a fuck. I haven't eaten, don't give a fuck. And I'm actually okay, you know? It's not fully okay, but I was kind of a little bit delusional though when I got to that cave, man. I thought I fucking saw a drone, but it was a star. Like, my vision was fucking all over the joint. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then, like, I thought I heard this weird humming noise, but it could have just been the wind into the trees and my delusional fucking head, and that's what I kind of wanted, but it was a bit on the sketch, so I just took it totally easy. I didn't even like strain myself at all. Went there, did the thing, chilled for a bit. As soon as I leave the cave, there's this couple like with no light, and they just turn their light on, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, that's some tricked out timing. And it was like 6, like right on, so they would have had to have left their house or something at like bloody, I don't know, 5:30, 5:15, when I was like sitting there the whole time. Like, I left it like I would have got there around when they like left, literally, but I don't know, they might have just been doing their thing. but it was tripped out. And I scared the shit out. Fucking shot my light like right at him. And yeah, the lady, she's like, whoa. And I'm like, hi. Hello. But like, I kind of freaked out the chick. She got freaked out or something. Wasn't expecting me that, even though I had my torch on like the whole time. You know, coming towards them, so they would have seen me come and heard me with my staff. And I was just like, quick little like up at them because I wanted to see. Like, it sucks how like people can shine their little weak as torch at you and get a good look, but I can't because it's too bright. So I just give her a quick boom, and yeah, I got fucking scared the shit out of the lady for some reason. She just like flinched and like put her hand up, and then the guy was like a bit of a delayed warning, like I went hello, and he's just like, oh, and then morning, like, oh yeah, you're not a threat. Like they kind of freaked out. Like, I was like, well, why are you fucking like right here? Like there's not even the freaking thing. Like it was just perfect time, like perfect timing. And then also when I put my new Thorisas there, I got 2 Thorisas now, and all the other shit's still there. Cool. And fucking, I like knelt down. Like I said, I'm not explaining it again, but for the people that have come, whatever, you don't have to rewind now. Yeah. And this dude's like running in. I don't know if he like seen me kneeling down because I like literally left my torch on. So if anyone was gang stalking me, they would have like been like, oh shit, he's like kneeling down, like where those like kind of like crosses are or whatever. If they pay attention to any of that, or know what the hell's going on, and I like prayed to like fucking Zeus, Thor, right? And yeah, got up. This dude's like fucking just there, like as soon as I like get up and like brush my knees off and fucking get going, and this dude's just like running like towards me. So I beamed him, and he fucking like mumbled something way off in the distance. Like I only just did it for a quick second. I was like, what? Is there someone coming? Like, oh, there it is. Put my torch down then because I was like, oh shit, it might be rude, you know. And did the polite thing, and then he did a morning. I said, how you going? He's like, morning. I'm like, yeah. And I just went to that log, like as it got light. Oh, actually, I went up this track. It was still kind of dark. You know, I went up this other way. They've never actually been, and I seen rabbits, but they were fucking scared, man. Like it's different now. They're not like little cute and how you going like at that time. That was something different. Maybe for just me. Maybe I don't know. They were like in a really timid sort of tame fucking mood then during winter or something. And it wasn't like a normal winter. Like it was not really that cold, to be honest, and not really that rainy. Like in that time, it should have been like when I was doing it for that whole last 40 days. And yeah, fucking tripped out. Just the whole experience. Just everything really tripped out. Actually, the thing was the magpie. They were like fully communicated with them, fully. There actually was a dude that kind of looks like a Freemason, Pope, gang stalker looking dude. When I like left that log, so I did the stream, which is now in the ethers, somewhere, until it finishes doing whatever. Phone went flat. I'm like, ah, fuck, alright, whatever. I saw it actually go flat, and I was like, yep, that'll be in the ethers for however long, because I didn't end it. And I went, I can't resume it, so it's just wherever for however long. Till it's there, and then I can public it. And then you can see the day of where I was like just sitting like on this kind of like hill. And it kind of freaked a few people out. I got weird. But when I got up to leave, like those magpies were on to me, man. As soon as I literally sat on that log, they were just there hanging out with me, literally. They went on that tree, fucking, there was a whole bunch of like whatever they are, rosellas or rainbow lorikeets. I get them mixed up. I don't know, I haven't fucking done that properly yet. I think they're rosellas. They were doing their whole mating thing in a few different places actually. Like, yeah, it's on. And yeah, saw a few kangaroos. Saw one that kind of like was pretty chill, and then on that new like path that I kind of just went up a bit and back down, I found this kind of like weird area. Like I found this tarp thing that was all torn, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I like kind of looked at it with my staff, and I was like, thank fuck, it's just like a torn tarp thing. But I was like, oh, maybe someone like slept here and like just left this here, and it's all like ripped and shit now from kangaroos or whatever, jumping through it or whatever. And yeah, it was like a little shelter, like just a tarp with like a guy rope, and I was like, huh, no shit, some like maybe homeless dude like slept here or some fucking thing. Anyway, that's the first time I've ever seen something like that, and because I've never been in there sort of thing. I haven't done that whole bit because I just thought it was kind of like too close and boring kind of thing. But I might kind of start looking around that, and there's some other areas that I haven't sussed, but I don't know, she might want me out fucking 2 weeks, God knows what's actually written on that thing, because I don't know. I stepped over it when I left, didn't even look at it, came back, was trying to do my prayer, she's fucking doing this thing, oh, I'm filming you by the way, I'm gonna call and all this thing, and I'm like, holy shit, like, you're not even gonna let me do my prayer? Like, is this like a fucking, what the fuck are you, dude? Like, I'm putting my hand on the Jesus cross, and she's literally trying to fucking Hoover me, basically, narcissistically Hoover me. And I've just given up. I'm like, whatever. I'll walk inside. She's like, oh, there he is, looking at me. She's filming me. Like, oh, look, he's stepping over it. He's ignoring it. What? And I'm just like, wow. Come in here to get my other phone, because that one was flat. I would have probably actually liked to have just started a video before I came in, because that's what I probably would have done, but it was flat. I didn't remember that I had fucking battery. I was supposed to end that fucking stream and save some battery. She probably knew that. They're probably like all hacking me, and they're probably like, oh yeah, no, he's filming the flat. No, get him now. Get him now. He won't be able to record you. Whatever, right? I betcha. I fucking betcha. Like, it's just insane. Like, it's insane. It's insane. All of it. And I get these weird ass looks from like several people I've seen lots of times at the coffee shop, and they give me the looks like they know who I am, like they've talked about me behind my back, and the two people that own it / run it aren't even there. Like, they must have got oh, he's coming, and he's gonna know when he looks at you, he's gonna know what the fuck's going on. Like, so just don't be there, because I can literally read your mind from body language. And they're just not there. I'm like, this is interesting. There's like the two young chicks working, doing all the work. And like, people aren't getting their coffees for like literally 10, 15 minutes. Like, I even got mine for fucking like literally 15 minutes. Like, to make this. For $8. For 15 minutes. Ciao, ciao. Anyway, so they're not even there. So it's like backing up. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, yeah, you guys just legged it, right? Because you heard I was coming down the street. Because I've told them my story about her and shit, and they're actually like with her, with everyone, with her. Whatever she's done, made everyone with her, pretty much. Even though I've been nice to people when I've been walking, except for kind of yesterday. Like, when I went down the street, I was not good because of those two dudes yesterday. I was like, okay, what's gonna happen now? Like, and then the fucking smoke guy like fucked me around like twice, and I literally just left. I didn't hang out there. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go, you know. And then I went fucking had my two like bloody triple espressos there, like the fucking fruit and veg shop, and I was just like sitting there fucking my shit like on the fucking footpath. I was like, is anything gonna like fucking happen? Like, is anyone gonna actually talk to me or what? Like, ever or not? Just like, not. And they didn't. No one fucking did anything. I'm just sitting there with my fucking banana skins like skittered like all over the fucking place. My glove on the fucking footpath, having smokes, drinking my iced coffees, making phone calls to fucking like going off pretty much at my fucking coordinator dude. And then I had a chat to the chick. That was kind of alright. And then that other chick at the actual call centre for the fucking thing, she was just dumbass. So maybe people overheard that and whatever. Anyway, then I came home, and yeah, but like, yeah, yesterday was a bit like that. Because of the dudes, man. Like, it was just like weird. And then what the dude did at the smoke shop, I was just like, what the hell? But anyway, I haven't changed anything with my prayer. Like, I haven't changed anything. Everyone's still included, and it's all the same for everyone. And so, like, even yesterday when like I felt weird about that, I still included him in the like thank you and forgiveness and I forgive you and whatever, like 3 or 4 times. Like, so I'm still doing it all correctly. Like I was thinking, I was actually really struggling with it last night. I was not in the mood. I was thinking about a lot of things, her, everything, and it was really hard to do. I got sidetracked several times, like mid doing it, and that's the first time that actually happened on the 40th day. And yeah, anyway, back to the magpies. I'm sitting there, and this dude that looks like a Freemason, whatever dude, I don't know, whatever, he's just going for his morning walk, whatever. He like literally looks at the magpie, looking at me like they're real close to me. And I think he kind of might have noticed that like this magpie had an affinity for me. And he's just like, and walked off. And then like stood up and like I was actually like talking to the fucking magpie and it's like literally looking right at me. And I was like, how you going? Like doing it for ages. They looked around, looked straight back at me, looked around, looked straight back at me. You know, it was one of those 2 that I filmed in that live on the tree. I was sitting there, having a smoke, had a fucking AVB joint. It totally canoed. Like, it was insane. I'd never seen that canoe that much. It was like literally that long, but like right near the cardboard. And there was just like this huge bit that didn't burn on the other side. So it was just like, whatever. I smoked the whole thing in like fucking 3 minutes or some shit. And this dude comes along with his bike with his fucking 2 white dogs that I reckon was that guy way back at the start when I was like shit scared going in there by myself to this like first little hut thing. And then he fucking like perped me. He was the very first perp. And I had to hide behind that tree. He like had me on my like location or whatever. I had my body cam that night. On my forehead, on here, like this beanie I think it was, like fucking there. But whatever. And I reckon that was that same fucking dude because he like literally stopped up the path. I've got him on that live. Like with his 2 fucking like what are they? What are the ones with the black dots? I've gone blank. The dogs with they're white with black dots. Dalmatians, is that right? Yeah, he had like 2 Dalmatians. And that was that dude. Because he was on a bike with 2 dogs. Right, that's them, that's him. Like, who else could it be? Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was something. No, I thought they were border collies. Maybe there is another person that rides with 2 dogs that are kind of white. And they're like longer hair, border. I don't know, maybe I'm getting it wrong. It did feel like it was him. He stopped like up the path there, just like hanging out there, like right at the like final point of where he would have had vision of where I was. I looked over and was like, why have you fucking stopped like right there? So like it's the last final point that he could still see me, and he like obviously stopped there and like turned around and had a good look. And I was just like, yeah. Like as soon as I noticed they didn't do that, he fucked off. And then there was like this jogger that like was doing laps up and down the road. And then there was this black dude, like an African kind of like looking dude that was doing the same thing. Like he'd come running, and I was like, where did you even come from? I didn't see you going, but that could have happened when I was on that track or whatever. And then he comes up, and then he's going back, and then he's coming up again. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? Where did you actually go to and turned around? Like, it wasn't that far up the road. He's literally just done a triple perp on me. Like, and that other guy earlier did like a double one, or maybe I'm just imagining. But it was very strange. And yeah, I just sat there. And a few people walked behind me. I had this beanie with the thing still on the front. This Indian fella that comes along with his turban, I've actually seen him like a whole bunch of times, and sometimes he has like a male too. And they're like pretty chill. I've like said morning or good day or whatever to them before, and they've all got real happy. Like one day it was raining ages ago, and they like fucking went on to, I think that's them, went onto the ground. Like I've talked about them before, and I was like friendly, and they're friendly. So I like yelled out, "Hey brother," to him, and he did a good morning or whatever, and yeah. But there was like other people that looked like those gang stalkery types that I said nothing to. As soon as I seen him, I was like, "Hey, brother," and he was friendly. Because I'm pretty sure he's not one of them. He's his own, just whatever, individual. Or with those mates, like the other two Indian fellas that I've seen them with. They all have got turbans and shit. And so I gave him a greeting, but nobody else. Everyone was like, you know, like cooked white people. Cooked. Like no like, hello, how you going? Or anything like that. Nothing. Just nothing. And stared at a little bit, like by people down there on that path that were like walking in. Because I don't normally be up there. I normally just walk home, like on that path. And I decided, no, I'm going to go on the road, different sort of thing. And then, yeah, sort of go slow. And then when I was like at that magpie, when I was leaving, I was full blown communicating with it. Full blown. And I just really walked real slow. Did this like with my stuff on the 4th step still, but like real slow. Really slow. Right where the magpie was. And then I went real slow past the like conservation fucking building, and there was some lady cleaning it, and she like kind of got freaked out. I think she thought that I was like stalking her or something, because she just like stopped sweeping and looked at me like real weird, like, what are you doing? And I was just like making attention, basically, by going real slow and looking at the building, going like, you fucking idiots, man, kind of thing, like. Anyway, or considering like going in there maybe later, like some point in time, and asking a whole bunch of questions. But you know, this is older, right? Like, does anyone here actually know what the fuck's going on here, or what the fuck? Really, like, it's not the geology, right? Obviously, no. It's like a lightning bolt that hit this, right? Big massive lightning bolt, probably at one of the cataclysms, probably, or something. And like, that's what myth is about, a giant fucking doing it. Thor has lightning bolts. Thrice is giant. It means giant. It's the room that I fucking like picked when I was like a teenager or some shit at like some fair thing, like the bloody race course. Morpherville race course had some like fucking thing on when I was like a kid. Mum took me to it. There, like upstairs, it was like a convention or whatever, or some shit. I can't even remember what it actually was. But they had rooms on some like one of the little stall things, and that was the one. And it's kind of like if you think about it, like it's probably the closest one for like there's that shit anyway. So I put it there anyway. There's the second one I put there. Where the crosses is. You can go look at them right now if you're in Adelaide. Go drive the fucking look at the see it all. You see what I'm talking about. No bullshit. And yeah. Fucking just walk slow right where the magpie was, and then I like picked it up as I'd gone like that, I don't know, a few meters past. So if anyone was perving me, what they would have seen all that and just gone, what the fuck? And so I walked past the thing. I was thinking like, you know, like I should actually be working for that anyway. It doesn't matter. Or volunteering, or they should actually approach me like properly, because I've like been there all the time. Like probably more them. Yeah, but anyway, just kind of slowly walk back. Like didn't strain myself at all. Like there, back, nothing. Just slowly went to the cave, chilled, bloody in the dark, and turned my torch on, like whatever. I reckon the first people were like literally had stopped up down there. They'd walked in like with no torch on at all, deliberately. And they would have had like maybe a bit of a view, like clear view of like, because I might have had my torch on and then turned it off and then on and off, whatever. And they're like, probably, oh, there's someone there. Like if they weren't doing it deliberately, knew me. They had stopped up there for sure, because I'd like started coming down the fucking stairs of that fucking thing, and like, they're just there. I'm like, what's the perfect timing of that, man? Like, not like 10 seconds earlier or 10 seconds later, but like right then. I've had that Bendo do that to me, like right there. Like perfect timing, perfectly timed. You know, there's like a little hangout spot. You can just sit there, sort of like where that fucking little footbridge is on the other side of it, and just like make it look like that you weren't sitting there when someone's coming down the steps, because all you're concentrating is on coming down the steps and your noise on your footsteps. So you wouldn't even know, like, really, if someone was coming down there, kind of thing. Especially if they got their fucking torch off, the headlamp. They all use headlamps and shit. I'm the only one with a fucking torch, an actual flashlight, like that blind you. You know, anyone approaches me, they're not fucking seeing what they're going to be doing to me, like, instantly. You know, if anyone doing anything, they'll be blinded and pushed back with my scarf, probably in that sort of place. Anyway, I thought they thought that maybe I was like aggressive, because the chick like did this weird like like that like kind of thing, because I put my torch, and like they would have known who I was. I mean, come on, like, unless they didn't, like, but I'm like a local, and if they're a local, they probably would know. And so like she just like got semi-threatened by me, and I was like, hello. Like, I quickly fixed it. I was just like, friendly hello, and then there was a bit of a delay, but like the guy went, morning, after it, like, realised that like I'm just walking, and they've tripped balls, like, because they were probably actually watching me, and then they've thought, like, maybe he's aggressive now because of what's happened, like, maybe she's got them there, and I've just been like friendly to them, like, you know, I did my thing exactly how I fucking normally do it, and yeah, I have to, you know, so, like, I can't change it, because then that's going to fuck up the results. I have to keep everything exactly the same, you know, or else it's like a science experiment, man. Like, if I change it one day, one thing, like, no, that's going to fuck it. Well, it's going to, like, skew if the results for me. Like, I can't, like, if I go, oh, cool, it didn't work, well, maybe it didn't work because I fucking didn't do it right, like that one day, especially the last day of the whole 40-day thing, you know? And so, that's that. That's that. Done. Cheers, legends. Hope you're having a good day. That's how Billy that went. It was a bit of a rant, and we did it so two or three times, but whatever. I'm not hanging in there, but like, yeah, that's probably like an actual like eviction thing. But I'll just discuss it with the people. I'm on disability, like I'm autistic, like too. They gotta fucking just find me a house, man. Like they have to. They literally just like have to. I'll just like get one of those awesome fucking houses, man. And then hopefully I can use the funding to actually move. Like, why wouldn't I be able to do that? If it's like an emergency and I have to, then I have to. I don't know how that all works, but that's what's going to happen. They're going to support me. And she's like really just whatever, man. She's just a whatever, man. You know? It doesn't matter. Like, it does. It's a bit of a head fuck. But people get head fucks sometimes, you know? And you just need to know how to do it. And I'm getting another one. And I'm not going to, like, go down that path fully like I did last time. Just not going to. I've got the support now. I don't need to have a blood cussing. You know? I'm not doing that again. I'll lose my shit if I do that. If I, like, think that I need help, like, from mental health. I need to just stay away from that and do the right thing. You know? As fucking hard as it is. As fucking hard as it is. It's totally not me, like my behaviour to not react. Not say my point. Like I could have said, you're harassing me, Anna. Or something, like. Or just simply, I'm sorry, Anna, and I also forgive you. I could have just done that. but that's going to probably like start, oh shit, like, I couldn't say anything, because that's what I've been taught by all this information that I've learned. Why go back on shit that I've learned? That is the way to do it. Like, she knows what's going on. That's why she said, oh, you can ignore me. That was another sort of attempt at, like, trying to fucking get me to react, right? And I've just calmly left. I've done it like how I did it. I wrote my note to Jesus. Thank you for the 40 days, helping me cut my Valium by 2/3. Put it on the cross. Left the thing on there with Archangel Michael's statue just sitting on my doorstep. It's out there right now, still haven't even picked it up. I went and got my coffee. I just did it really calmly. After I did that, I said it out loud. So it would be recorded. Thank you. Because she's complimented me for that in person. I said, like I've cut my Valium. And she said, even that text exactly 1 month ago to the day. 20th. She's like, so it would have been like, yeah, the day before that she probably would have been told by some of the gangs, because how hard I've been trying in there, like, and it's like pretty insane, like what I've been doing, like to do an hour and a half, 7Ks, 7.2K, 7.4K, like an hour and whatever it was. Like, good luck trying to do that. Those kids were up there to deliberately fucking time me, probably. And then they were sort of smart ass going, oh, wherever you've come from, when they would have known. And, like the whole thing, like from the start, they're like, oh, that's pretty good. Well, how did they know it was pretty good? It could have taken 3 hours, but somehow they just said, oh, well done. They didn't know how long it was, or did they? You know? They probably had a stopwatch. Like, they're like, oh yeah, he started at this time, and fucking, anyway. So that was pretty chill. That was on one of those big ones that I really fucking destroyed myself on, and then kept going still every day. Those 2 or 3 days after those 2 days were hard. I was still fatigued in the rain, with the clouds all around me. And then I've taken it kind of a bit easy. Like, even that day I took easy, but I was still fecked up. The last couple of days, I wanted to kind of do a hard one, either yesterday or today, but I had the 2 dudes screw me up, and then that still affected me today, with the Anna thing, with her. So it might be like one of these next few days that I do like some crazy kind of thing. I just haven't been feeling comfortable with it, because I've had to still maintain like basic stuff, you know. And especially last night, it basically just like was really hard to actually do that. Because what Dr. Romani said, don't forgive him, and I agree with all of that, but I just went and did it anyway. I'm just like, fuck it, I can't change it. It's going to be an anomaly in the pattern. And it already felt like that the entire time. I was like, this does not feel like the other days. Any of the other days. And it's sort of slowly been dwindling. But it's been hard to deal with those 2 attacks. 3 attacks, actually. Like the 2 dudes, and then her banging, and then banging, and like now the notice. So that's really been hard to maintain the way I'm doing it still. But I did it. And then I've come back. I said, I'm just repeating it. Wrote the note, left really happily, like, yeah, I didn't care. She's not affecting my achievement. Like, why even text me? You should be proud of your achievements on the 20th of July. And now, like I didn't leave at like 4:30-ish to go meet those dudes, and she's giving me that to like trigger me. It's pretty obvious, but fucking hell. Wow. And you go down the record books for sure. As an awesome little story one day that I'll tell people about. Oh, you don't know nothing about narcissism. Fucking hell. You want to know about it? Like, listen to this story. I probably we'll just forget about it. Actually, like it's just gonna have to be like that. I'm not gonna really maybe share it. I'll just maybe share it briefly. I've dealt with a complete psycho that didn't really want to meet me halfway, and then she's just reverted into like this weird childhood thing. It's just to do with childhood trauma. Yeah, I mean, I thought she might have like gone off and got counselling. Like, it's weird how she's done nasty shit, been nice, done nasty shit, been nice, done nasty shit, been nice, like this. Like, it's just like insane, dude. Insane. Anyway, full blown fucking. I guess my mum like was like that to me. So when before she was single, and I still had my girlfriend, and then she'd do these weird things like want to come over and have breakfast with us, and then control it all, you know? And then try and convince me to go like off with her to do whatever, like, you know. So when I look back at it, like they're identical. It's just not. It's yeah. I know it really well now, like really well. Like kind of like the sign of Scorpio. Like I knew mum really well with Scorpio, and then I met another Scorpio, and they were fucking like identical. I was like, holy shit. So I know that energy pretty well, and I know the narcissistic thing pretty well, and they kind of match up with each other in a way, like a lot of ways. Scorpios kind of come off kind of narcissistic. They make the perfect narcissist, pretty much. They are the one, like out of all the 12. And you're Geminis, and I've got Gemini aspects in my chart, like Mercury, Gemini. So I've got that sort of BPD, bipolar, fucking whatever, split personality kind of thing, but not as bad as them because I'm a Cancer Sun and I actually care. Whereas Gemini is like flip and script, like from happy to sad. They're the twins. They're like evil fucking twins, man. One's good and one's evil, or some shit. Anyway, it was unfortunate. I had this full ball like when I got back because I couldn't fucking deal with it. I did this full-on one with my coffee. Still all the same. Like it was actually better than to do. I did it really strong because I was sucked in all the sun energy. And it came back and I was actually like going, thank you, forgive, hand in there. And then, yeah, I've just been in here since then. But I cried for like half an hour before I went live. Something like that. Had to get it out. I was just so upset about the gardening shit. And that's when I talked to that cop. I was upset. I said, that's my hobby. And she just like literally fucked off. And then it was John there for that whole like 5 minutes, talking to the cop or whatever. And then I've gone to talk, I don't know, she's not even there. John like said his voice, and I'm like, what? Oh, you're here. I didn't even know you were actually there. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll tell her. And so I thought there was sort of some kind of understanding there, but obviously there wasn't. You've seen the order of it all. When I was playing that thing, I paused it, talked a bit, played the rest of it, bang, man. And it just went on and on. Like, and she was playing her music, and like, holy shit, dude. Like, that's given me PSTD from like my childhood with my mother. Like, I'm just like fucking, like, feel like I'm bloody like that again. Like I'm 16. And it's just nuts. But anyway, it's probably like something to do with karma or something like that, and I've just got like, it's even now. I'm like, cool. Or whatever. I should be like totally happy about it because now I probably don't have to deal with that like later on. Like it's just going to be fucking boom, smooth sailing up and up and up to the top from now. No stopping, no fucking going back. I have to continue. Like, it's just like, fuck with me. It's just going to give me more power. I like eat it and like puff out, but don't burst. I eat it and just go, oh sweet, cheers for that. Like, it fucks me up for a while, but it somehow, whatever the theory I've got on it, I'm nulling it like each day. Each day there's like a full blown, maybe like sometimes 12-hour attack on me, and then I somehow invert it, and it doesn't mean shit. It just chops and changes every day, like every 2 days or day or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yesterday, I didn't have it. Surprisingly, today, I've got it after being attacked more. So go figure. How come I'm like positive now? Yesterday I was negative the whole day because of her banging on the door. And then sent me the text. Fucking, oh yeah, okay, so there's a form 5. Yeah, good on you. I'll step over, go to my thing, come back. I'm like, fine, somehow. It's trippy. It's just trippy. Talk to the magpie, magpie looked back heaps of times. And that was good enough for me. Because the magpie, funny enough, a relative of hers, that's what the sign is. Port Adelaide. It also relates to the cops at Port Adelaide. Last time I got arrested, they fucked my foot up. That's kind of not too bad now. I just keep like banging up on the ground, fucking stretching my ankle. I was doing it at the coffee shop. I wonder if they know about the last time I got fucking taken by the cops and how they smashed my door in the fucking paddy bag. You know about that? Does anyone know about that? I'm like fucking doing this to it. Like, if you looked at my record, no? Have you looked at it? Yeah, do you know about this shit? Was it even put in there? Probably not. I like hobbled out of that fucking place. The next day. And I had to get a taxi home from Port Adelaide. Like, anyway. It relates to her and her relative that played for them. Port Power. Right? The port originally was the Magpies. But it got Port Power. It's just sort of like the same kind of thing, right? You know what I mean? But that was there. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. Okay. Or it meant whatever it meant. Like, the other thing is, it was maybe a conjunct, like, meeting. Like, with more to do with maybe, like, the Aboriginal stuff as well. Like First Nation people, I mean. Whatever. Like, yeah. And it was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. So not all of them do that. Like, yeah, like, I've seen another one further up, and it just flew off. So that was interesting. But like, the roos were different too, their behaviour. There was one that was like really friendly, and then I found one that was like really kind of okay. I mean, it was sort of okay for a bit, and then I took my attention away from it, and it just went away. So I was like, okay. You know, so that one was like a little bit more timid. And that was around where I saw the rabbits, and they were timid as. I was miles away from them, they was like fucking scattering, and I'm like, yeah, no shit, okay, things are different now with the rabbits, definitely. Or whatever they are, hare, rabbit, I think it's just a rabbit. So there was a little bit of that in there, fertility, they represent fertility. Again. And it might have been two that were maybe sussing each other out, like, but they ended up splitting and like fucking off from each other. They didn't go with each other. But a lot of those like colourful birds, the rosellas or whatever they are, but they were in pairs doing their pairing up and thing. And like, there was a whole bunch sort of fighting for female or whatever it was. And those two magpies, I think, were probably a couple, probably. And then the other one that was separate, he might have been a male. Trying to suss out if those two were like actually like gonna get it on or whatever, and fucking he was like more timid because when it came to him, he was like on his mission. He didn't give a few fucks about me. He was looking at them. But the male, I think, that was looking at me, that was the one that I was talking to. Well, the female was just like off away, like doing some kind of thing. And this magpie was looking at me. And talking to me, like I was actually kind of like distracting it away from its mate kind of thing, like, and it would look at me, and it would look away, probably back at the female or something, and then and it fucking looked back at me. Did that a few times. That was cool. So that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen, for today, the magpie. Go and look at it yourself, what it might mean. If you want to. and line it up with whatever it means in your life, because it might be a message for you. It might be your little profit thing as well. But like what do you call that? Parasocially, which is I explained how that kind of like has to be done like that sort of the other day. Anyway, that's enough. Cheers. I'm gonna wrap this up in maybe half an hour. I don't know if I'll be an asshole and go do this, but it might show an example of like how much I actually need help. I was like, wow, you smell, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't washed these clothes for like 2 weeks, man. Like since like the quarter moon or something. Where are we at now? It's like past the like last quarter, hasn't it? So like, you know, the week to the build up to the moon and the week after it, I'll be wearing these out there every night. Haven't washed them. Should I do that? Or have a shower and put some like maybe reasonable stuff on? Tempted to just go in this, and then if anyone perps me, they'll see me wearing the exact same clothes that they perped me in, and they'll feel a little bit dumb because I've got supports with me. So I'm tempted to just go in this, and even maybe take my stuff, like it's like I'm doing a walk, but I'm not actually. Or take one of my other walking sticks and maybe wear something different. Or like my time is money fucking tracksuit. I need a piss. I need to smoke this. I've got just lots to say because I'm fully caffeinated. There's still no sleep, so it's going to be just fine. I will crash out tonight eventually, I think. Unless it's, I don't know, I've tapped into some, like I tap. I'm a tap or whatever. I'm tapped in somehow. And I can actually give it to people because I select who should deserve it. That Indian guy, he's spiritual. I can see it in him. These other people, no, they don't. They don't have that. They don't have it. They never will. That's why they're jealous. They look at me like, you're doing that thing. You know? Yeah, I am. And now shut up. Just like you all know. You all know now. That's what I am, so just leave it alone. Don't patronise me and all that, because you'll just get in trouble, because I can see it, and then it goes back to God, and that's sort of starting to maybe slowly figure it out. But there is sort of like, that kind of like attempt. I don't know what's going to happen to those two guys, to be honest. Good luck to them, but I haven't put anything out there for that. All I've done is gratitude and forgiveness. So if they have fucked me, like, that's actually how you do it, because God goes, oh shit, you're actually genuine. But you have to maintain it. You have to maintain it. Because if those people have done something negative to you, and you just go and forgive it behind their back, I think that's how you do that. But if you forgive them publicly, like in front of them, without an apology, then you're a doormat, right? Then you're a doormat. But if you forgive them privately, in a closet with God, that's you. Like, that's your thing. They can't fuck with that. And that's where the trouble for them really lies, sadly. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. And it doesn't matter. Cheers. Ciao, ciao. Meow, meow. Just ciao, ciao, actually. Don't need to be fucking arrogant. It's just ciao, ciao. Cheers, 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 cheers. It just makes me stronger. Like, you know, you got to look at it like that. It's just another experience that makes you actually stronger and more of a man. So thank you, Anna. Like, thank you so much. Like, you're a legend, actually. Cheers. Because now I know that more. I know that more. I've learned from it. I've got an experience from it. That's how you have to look for it. If it's bad, just look at it like that, and it makes it good. It makes it a learning experience. You don't call it a bad experience. You call it a learning experience. Like your fucking weird trips, your fucking weird journeys on your mushrooms. You don't call them bad trips. You just call it, like, well, that's what you call them, but they're not really that, because there's a massive teaching in it. It just was like a bit fucked and hard, and you didn't really want to do that for 5 hours. Cheers. But the real work, what they say, is true. to do that without them. Like, I was tripping last night at the cave. When I turned the torch off, my vision was completely fucked. Like, from the torch, and then from my, just like, what I'm doing. And I swear I fucking saw a star just, like, moving. I was like, that's a drone, bro. I got my torch out and shone and fucking at it. Like, it's like, is that, am I gonna see, like, little chopper blades or whatever? Like, and no. It was just my vision. And I think maybe my hearing was a bit off too, because it sounded like there was like this hum, this weird hum that I can't figure out. It was like, and that's what I thought it was sounding like, a fucking drone. Like, I was like, what is that? Have I heard that? I don't think I've heard that. And it was as I was coming in too. So I was like, I don't think I've actually heard that before. On the real quiet nights, it's been like not that weird little. I don't know. Maybe they can have a drone that like is completely black, like it just doesn't emit any light or whatever. It's got no flashy light on it. Fuck knows how they fly the thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like this tiny little drone, fucking just this like hovering. It's just like it's just a tiny noise. Like, maybe, I don't know. I would do that. I would stalk me. You know. I would do that if I was like a fucking narcissist that was like, who's this dude? Oh, let's just get a drone. They've got like unlimited money. They've just put cameras everywhere just for me. Like, what is this dude doing? He can't, like, he's fucking praying and shit. And fucking doing this, collecting water or fucking whatever. And praying in like all these different spots and changing his spot every time. Like, that dude did not like it when I said, oh, I do different spots, you know. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, so I actually cover like lots of different areas. You just do this area. So who's better? He just basically like, he should have said something like, oh, really? You do different spots, do you? I'm like, yeah, sometimes here, sometimes up there, sometimes over there, sometimes over there, like sometimes wherever. I just like, I've got about 10, mate. And that would have just destroyed the place. That's why he couldn't do it, because he only has that spot. I'm like, good, whatever spot. You've probably never seen me here ever again. I'm thinking, like, I've already like got 10 steps ahead of you, right, in a way. You know, really cool. So you've just told me when you're like here, so I can avoid you. Cheers. Like, there's no way I'm gonna leave like around 6 or 6:30 ever again. Or I might just to fluke it, like that he's not there. And if I do see those two dudes, I'm not saying a fucking word. And then they're going to be like freaked the hell out. But who knows? Like, you know, I might even bump into them again. Like, that might be like what's actually happened. Like, I'm right, like about everything I said yesterday. And they probably won't be seen by me ever again. They've been busted by me, and that's the end of that. You know, the two I saw then at freaking like exactly 6 o'clock, and they're like half an hour in. It takes like probably like at least half an hour to get to there. They're just like right there, and I'm like, these two people are new. Like, I don't think I've seen them before. So that's what they do every time. There's like, I just bust them, and then they're like, fuck, I don't want to do it again. I think he knows. And then they just have to send someone else. Like, God knows where they came from. Like, they could have driven fucking like, oh, he's gone now. He's gone at like 4:20 a.m. Oh, he's walking down the road now. It's 4:30. Oh, he's gone. Oh, yeah. They would have been like sent then to be there, unless it's just a random thing and they're doing the exercise thing and it's totally paranoid and wrong. I did take a piss, but it's just interesting. Like, right then, no light, torch on, bang. Oh, hi. How's it going? really got me going. That's nice. Alright, I gotta psych up a bit for the fucking thing. Yeah. Hopefully they do a good job. I'm just gonna be like, whatever. I don't have any other choice. I'm just like, yep, this is what's happening. Be totally calm. Not like yesterday. Not like yesterday. Amazing. It's probably because I've had that vow too, like, now. Like, so I'm a little bit behind with things, like 12 hours-ish, but that's okay. Because I know I can handle this. I can actually handle this. Like, I could probably, like, handle pretty much whatever. Like, normal, basic life, whatever. Just, like, if I did actually, I don't know, somehow hit her off with some chick, and, like, somehow we just hit it off, and then somehow she's just, like, pregnant, and then, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Just whatever, do it, and fucking... Then I'd be able to actually stay awake and look after the baby for that whole time until it's old enough where it, like, basically stops crying and shit. Like, I wouldn't give two fucks. I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, keep crying, keep crying. I wouldn't care. I would literally, like, bring it on. Whatever's a hard task, like that most people would be shit at, because they are. I just reckon I'd be alright for it. I don't know. I've just changed. Like, I don't know. I just fully embraced that, turning that age. And it took a little bit, but like a month for it really to sort of, okay, like, yeah, to actually ball. I started sussing it out. I started slowly progressing. Like using my body cam when I was real nervous, on the bike, on my fucking here when I was walking in there, and then I, like, didn't need it. You know? Got the torch, I thought, well, this is good enough. Like, I don't care. I don't need to have a record of it. Like, it's my own brain. You know? So, yeah. I just, like, kind of, like, was like, okay, I'm going to concentrate more on the bloody exercise and quitting the Valium. And that took over. And then it's turned into, like, a 5-thing thing or whatever somehow. And it's all kind of still working. Just, yeah. Just got to keep positive. Like, I didn't even have the iced coffee yesterday. Didn't give a fuck. But now I've had one to celebrate and seal that as a 40-day thing. This is now the 41 day. So I'll do it today, later. Pretty much on an total empty gas. Totally, like, I'm already beyond past empty. Like, I'm running on whatever it is. It's just fun. So I have to keep going, or else if I, like, change, I'm pretty sure that's where I'll crash out. It'll just be like, right, you fucked it. You know? It's mind over matter, basically. That was an album that I had, or a group, Mind Over Matter. I think that's what they were called. Twin Walls or some shit, or some album, whatever. Was that? I think so. Aussie hip hop group. I can't remember. Anyway, pretty crazy, man. And still having to do that. And it was so insanely hard. Like, I was sitting in the cave thinking, I can't do this. I can't. Fucking hell. Like, what the fuck? How do I do this? How do I do this? And I didn't actually even ask for help. Like, that other time I asked for fucking help that night, that I said that I actually needed to ask God to actually do the fucking thing, which was a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. So I didn't do that last night. I just fucking, I don't know what happened. I just decided to do it, even though it's blind faith. Literally, after, like, watching Dr. Romney, I was like, fuck, I don't know, I'm confounded now. Like, completely fucking confounded. Like, who would then forgive? Again, who would do that? That's insane. Like, I'm sort of semi-a-doormat still. But I'm going with it. I'm like, well, if it's real, we'll find out. we have to keep the thing the same. If I change it, it's fucked the whole 40 days up. And it's literally on the last day, fucking, nah. What? It's like the ultimate test. She would know, because I told her what day I was up to, deliberately, so she would know when these special numbered days come up. You know what would be tripped out? If I met the fucking support workers and she said, you know what, fuck it, come here, I need to show you everything. And just risk it. Go like, please don't fuck me up with the cops and shit, but like, this is my life, basically. Then she'll be really shitting bricks, because I'll have them in here explaining everything while she listens. I'll be like, yeah, we need to call SACAT too, because she's calling it, and she's done all this fucking dodgy shit like for ages, man. I come out here, look what she's done. She's like moved all my pots around here, like without even telling me. Now this is the latest thing, and that will be all set. They'll be with me on the camera. Fucking let's go. Should I do that? Or wait a little bit, just keep cool, do the meeting with them, and then I might see how they are, or maybe not them, the actual support worker that I get, which is someone I can choose too. So if there's somebody out there in Adelaide that has the NDIS training, now would be an extremely good time to introduce yourself to me, because I could make your life a lot better, and you don't have to work that hard. You literally get in a car, drive me around and shit for like whatever you want, mate. You could put $80 an hour, I don't care. There's a fuck ton of money there for you to earn. Do you understand? You could get like maybe $600 or $700 out of me for like literally just fucking cruising around like a driver, basically, for me. Whatever it is, like just take your pick, mate. I couldn't give two fucks. We're not spending it. I've already wasted like 2 or 3 months and a half heaps to fucking spend. And I'm doing exactly what I want, which is like to the fucking gym, back, or to the fucking shop. Like, you're gonna fucking eat with me, dude, or lady. And it'd be good if you're like an occultist sort of thing, like me. And then we can have like a barbecue. I go to the training, and then you literally sit there and eat with me. Like, you like what we do, we have, you buy your shit like the supermarket, and like we fucking do, like whatever. Every day. Every weekday at least. Every single weekday probably. That's all I need. Like, kind of like what Vape's got. But I need the lift to the shops. I'm cooked. I can't do my shopping by myself. I can cook by myself, as long as I've got all the shit and it's clean in here. So I need a 420 cleaner or a 420 overall, just everything person. That is a cleaner. That does this for other clients as well. You know what I mean? So they come here and they do me as well as whoever else. And they might be on something like fucking, I don't know, 1,000 and plus 1,000 a week, because they've got 2 or 3 clients that they use, and they actually earn quite a bit of coin doing that. Or they can just use me and be happy with like whatever. If they're an overall person, like they've got training in cleaning as well as support work, then they can be the cleaner too. And there's like another like what, fucking $80 or $60 an hour or whatever you want. Up to 3 hours a week. And so you can just take that, dude. I don't give a shit. Do you want it? Like, fuck. Who's got the NDIS training that's 420 friendly and me friendly as well, and the community friendly, and let's just do it now. Jezza needs his shit. And Jezza needs his shit. Simple. Jezza needs his shit. Now. I'm ready, you know? It's either going to be now or never. You know, like I'm just going to I'll do it by myself, and then you'll miss out. Like, I'll have some other worker that I'll find, and I'll just do all my shit independently, probably, like I'm doing. And then maybe I'm actually like got so much courage that I'll end up like doing really well one day, and then you'll be like, oh shit, maybe we actually should have helped him then, and we would have been part of his thing. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, I make people like kind of a bit shame looking. Like, there was this dude at the coffee shop there, like a fucking reading his newspaper, and he was looking at me like, I was doing this, sitting there like that. I kind of had my thumbs like, more like that. It was more of an arrow kind of a thing instead of that. It was more like that. Like. Anyway, he was sussing me out like real. But I noticed that I looked at him and we were looking at each other, and he did this weird stretch. We were both doing weird stretches because we were both kind of like sussing each other out and shit. Like we didn't want to like kind of look like we were. It was a fun little game there for a bit. We have to just do this like little smile, like nothing said to either of us, but it was a little like that, little like like that, like mutual respect kind of thing. Even though I've got this massive inroad finger here, like, and everyone else is like, oh, he's got that on again. Anyway, went over, had my smoke, and I actually took it off and turned it around like this. And I held it. I was looking at the sun, fixing my shit. That was good. If I hadn't have done that, I probably wouldn't have been so lit now, because I've done that thing as well. And that's what I used to do when I was on the shrooms, and I decided to do that. I think that was around when I dropped that pack of smokes and I started the walks again down there. I used to do this whole fucking thing. Sometimes I did it like on the end of the jetty, and I'd like use the pole, like with the railing, to like lean on and like stretch things, and fucking do this like weird fucking my just random sort of version of like Tai Chi sort of that I do, and clear it all and like recharge and fucking light pillar, whatever, fucking imagination, fucking whatever. It's actually really easy. You just sort of wing it. That's what I do. And I was doing that today, really good, like I used to do every day. Fucking. So if I was a regular sort of thing, do something in the morning, that would be included. But the sun has to be up and visible. It can't work if the sun's not there and visible. Like cloudy days, you won't be able to do it. You actually need the sun. Like, so. Yesterday would have been a good day too, because it was clear, but I stayed inside the entire day. And it's gone and pissed everyone right off. That shit's happened. I've talked about it the whole day and didn't go when I wanted to go. You know, I actually wanted to sort of maybe be there in the witching hour, but it was good when I left it. Even though I came back late and it was during the day, that was actually kind of good, because people then, they're like, oh, what the fuck? You're actually the first one here. You're leaving. Yeah. Tripped out, eh? Kind of completely opposite than usual. I'm usually the first one in as everyone's leaving. Like round 8, if I do that. 7:30, 8 or some shit. And then fucking, I'm like doing exact opposite. This morning, I'm like, oh, hello, I'm just leaving. They're like, what the fuck? If they did know, like if they weren't perps, and now they're perps because maybe they didn't know, but now they know, and then they passed that on, kind of thing, the other way, then they would have been tripping balls. They would have been like, oh shit, that's that dude that comes in early then, and now he's, yeah, anyway. That's what I do. I'll do shit like that. Right at the like weirdest time, last minute sort of thing. So it kind of confuses people on here as well that might watch me, that might want to do something like bump into me by accident or whatever. It just goes too long. They're worn out from watching me on here, and they actually like have to go to bed, and I'm like still got the energy, and I just go and do it then. You know, when no one would be able to, pretty much. So I definitely was like gonna not have anyone on the way in. I knew probably on the way out, just depended. I hung around for a bit, like, you know, I could have probably got back before bumping into anyone, but that would have had to been like walking out probably no later than like 5 or some shit like that, which there was not any time to do that, I think. Anyway, sort of tempted to like just try and get some position there at that fucking the building, the conservation fucking centre, or whatever it is. Just walking there one day, like, do you guys need some help? Like, I've got some spare time. Probably not going to be here for much longer though. Like, depends where I move to though. But I might try and stay around here maybe if you need some help. Do you need some help? Or not? They may just say no because, you know, it's me. But I could deliberately be persistent. Like, find out whatever the ranger is, if it's that chick that told me about the bike, it's going to be hilarious, right? Because I'll just rock up whenever she rocks up every morning at the exact same time. I'll be like, so have you changed your mind then? And the next day, so have you changed your mind then? Next day, so have you changed your mind then? I've been in last night, and then that's what I'll just say. I did a really good walk in here last night, so have you changed your mind then? No, we don't need you. Okay. Go do another walk, come back the next day. I did an awesome walk too, and then I saw this and this and this, and so have you changed your mind then? And just do it like every day, all the way until they say yes. Maybe I'll do that in the last whatever time I've got here, and then it will just be really tricky. I'll be like, I'll just say this random one thing to him, like when I have been doing silent treatment, and then one day I'll bump into her, and I'll be like, hey Anna, guess what, I'm volunteering for the conservation centre. Have a nice day, bye. She'll be like, what the fuck's going on? And whoops. Oh yeah, I might be like moving to probably not far away as well. Like, I want to keep that kind of thing. Is that okay? Or not okay? It's my thing, man. You know? And Jesus. So if you believe in Jesus, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. That's what I say, man. If you're believing in the same thing, well, I'm trying. I'm really fucking trying with it. And it seems to be working. But that's a scary thing, because it invokes them to do more shit to test you. And then you just have to do it. So, it's like looking at it, it's like pretty much like, say it was summer, because they do have like snakes in there apparently. It'd be like seeing the snake, like maybe like just before you're actually on top of it, kind of thing. Like you're like, whoa, fuck hell, that's a snake, like bang, like, but every day. Like having to deal with maybe having like a near death, well, not near death, because, you know, there's helicopters, hospitals, shit like that, anti-venom and shit, but like, you know, just stepping near one, or actually like looking in the face of it, pretty much every day, but not like somehow just being chill with it. That's what it is. That's what it is. You have to just like, you know, those snake whisperers or whatever they have with the cobra or whatever. It's basically like that. That's what I'm dealing with. I've got to be like a snake charmer or a dude. Oh shit, I've got to charge. It's like basically what it is, like, kind of. And then they're like your friend, and you've charmed it enough. That's how it works, I think. They need this special weird way of getting happy through narcissism. Whatever. You never know. You just never know still. It might actually get through. You just never know. You know? if I was her, I'd do that, probably. If she was actually serious about believing in Jesus, and I'm doing the Jesus thing, then why not test it? Why not test it to the nth degree? Okay, give me that, do that, do that. And she's probably going, actually, fucking hell, he's actually pretty strong with this. Oh, we'll do this again, do this, that, bang on the thing, playing music, up the ante. Yeah, I did say my points, but I'm not staying in that same mood today. That was yesterday, because I had to explain it the way I had to explain it emotionally, so it was said right, and it got me like that. It's still there a little bit, but it's not. It's like, yeah, whatever. I've got more important shit to take care of. That's the way you have to look at it, because that's detrimental. It was definitely like trying to get my energy. So I just like paused my little prayer, walked inside, realised that she was going inside, so I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just go back out there now and finish it. Whatever. Don't complain. Don't yell out. I used to yell shit out, like, for her, deliberately, like a lot, at the cameras or whatever. And we're going back and forth there, whatever, like, I don't know, a while ago. So I don't try and do too much retaliatory shit. Like, I've reduced that by maybe, a fairly high chance. Like, those couple of things that I were playing at, like, mid-volume was it. That was just really it. It wasn't for ages. And I thought she was actually out yesterday when I was playing more stuff. You know what I mean? So, like, and it was during the day. And I didn't make any loud noise, really, last night, really, did I? That was out of the ordinary. And then she's like, I'm literally actually talking here quietly on the thing here, with nothing really. And she did it 4 times. Was it 4 times? And then I finally got that text, and I'm like, oh, cool. So she sent a text to me, cool. So there's something out there. Okay, cool. And then she's gone and tried to trigger me today, because I just simply haven't picked it up and read it. Like, what the? And she has to, like, film me and try and get a reaction. Oh, look at Andy, look, he's stepping over it. He's not accepting the thing. What do you mean I'm not accepting the thing? It's on the doorstep. Like, as if I don't see it. What the hell is SAK, like, gonna say to you? You've done your best to give it to him. Maybe you should email a copy of it to him. That's what they're probably gonna say. Because then it's actually, because that one that she's ticked is handed to the tenant, which actually physically has to be handed. And so leaving it on the doorstep doesn't actually count. Because it could just fly off. But literally, legally, it doesn't count, literally. But if she had put it in an envelope with my name on it, with a stamp, and then sent it, and it's come to me, then that would be valid. Or an email, just sent, like, she's got that email, like, it's on the fucking lease, right? I haven't got her email. Funny that, and because, like, text messages aren't actually classified as legit communication with that stuff. Yeah, it has to be written. So written is classified as written, like a letter or an email, that same copy. Generally, landlords will send 2 copies. They'll email the thing to you because they've got your email. That's why they send you bills and the invoice or whatever, like if you paid late or whatever, just to remind you or whatever. And also a text, like they've got your phone number, your mobile, they'll send you a text, a reminder text, or maybe they'll just text or ring you to let you know that you're falling behind, or, the normal sort of communication, the correct way of doing things. And then you might get the Form 2 or Form 5, whatever it is. It's actually a Form 2, I thought. Form 5 is like actually trying to, like, get you evicted, I'm pretty sure, or some shit. It's like a different one. So it's going to be interesting to see what they've written. And she's got majorly triggered because I haven't picked it up. Like, that's not my problem. Now she sent a text saying that she's left it there, but the text doesn't count as actual valid communication. It's just what they can do to get a hold of you, and if you respond to that, then they know that you've received that. But still, it's not formal. They still have to do it as an email. Like if they're to get you to pay bill, like pay rent or whatever, then they have to send it as a formal thing, which is either an email or a letter posted to you, but with a post stamp and everything. Like, or both. Generally, they just do both because they don't know what, like, they like to cover both. Polites would always do that. I'd sometimes get a physical copy in an envelope in the mail that sometimes was actually hand delivered. It didn't even have a stamp. It was just like Polites, or it was handwritten by Roger. And that, because he was down there, like he was the property manager, so like for the whole, so he was down there all the time. And so he'd just hand deliver things, like he'd come from office and he'd do two things at once, like do some inspection or some kind of like renting the new one out, like a flat. They own heaps of shit down there, down at Glenelg, right? So he's always down there, like every second, third day down there with the other guy, training him up or whatever. I used to see him all the time, like people know him. Anyway. So yeah, you get hand delivered ones as well as an email, exact same copy of whatever that was in that envelope as an email. But, so they cover both to make sure they've done it. Like they knew what they were doing legally, and so a little bit. There was a bit of dodgy with the lease that wasn't actually lawful with the tenancies. Like they wanted a month in advance. That's just how they did their bills monthly. But the law is 2 weeks. And when you fall behind 2 weeks, that's what it is. Not like fall behind from that month in advance thing, but that's how they like it. If it's an actual business, then that's how they just like you to pay. Anyway, that's how everyone with them pays. Yeah, so here it's a weekly deal, and so you can only be issued that when you're 2 weeks behind. And how you nullify it is just simply by paying it. Because then it makes it invalid, basically. So, yeah, that's that. But it might be something else that she's tried to do, written on that. And that's why she's got so triggered, because I actually don't know what's on it. And she just can't handle that. That's her own problem. I'll pick it up and look at it when I'm ready. Might be later today. I might just not even take it. Probably will take it with me. But I'll just might even not even look at it still before I go. I'll just pick it up, put it in my pocket, and just go. Because I don't really want to look at it and read it and be emotional out there on the camera. I'll just pick it up, put it in my pocket, and I probably won't even look at it. I'll just show it to them. I'll be like, by the way, I've been given this yesterday, and I haven't even looked at it. You're going to look at it for the first time. What does it say? And it's cooked, man. Like what I've had the night before, banging on there and weird behaviour. And then this, like I'm being harassed. I've got a little bit of PSTD from it. I've got witnesses. If anyone wants to help me with that, that'd be great, because it is a little bit bizarre and threatening in a way, And I probably should do something legally about it. I need a little bit more advice. Like, do I actually report this weird behaviour to the police and have the police visit her, because I'm actually a little bit concerned about her behaviour towards me, and she needs a little hello from the police, because now she's gone and done it to me. What I would normally do, and I haven't done that at that level to her. I've talked in my own house here. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. Just probably pick it up and take it with me. Find out what it is later on, because I'll probably find out what it is. Anyway, instead of delaying that, and I've got the people to help me with it, pretty much. So it's all kind of perfect timing, to be honest. Yeah. Cheers to that. somehow stayed afloat with it. I wouldn't be surprised if she just more shit, but like another attempt to trigger me or hoover me or whatever, especially if I play anything like at that level. She doesn't like that now or whatever, which is unfortunate. Like it just goes up and down with it, because she cracked the shits with me playing the music at that level when it was fun before. And I don't know what's going on with this. He's like Sean's pops up that weird thing. Yeah. Fuck off, course. Like, yeah, up and down. Like, friendly, not friendly, friendly, not friendly. So it'll probably be friendly again. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's just weird. These people, they might just do that again, like, or do some other try and trigger thing, and then it doesn't trigger me, and I'm just like, whatever, still keep doing my thing, and then it's like, I don't know. Maybe she just can't actually handle my self-improvement kind of thing, which is so weird, because it's like exactly a month to the day that she said that. Like, well done, Jeremy. You should be so proud of your achievements. And thank you, Anna. And she actually liked my thank you, but liked it because it's iMessage. And she fucking like thumbs up, like emoji that fucking message. And I thought, oh cool, we're getting somewhere. Like maybe I've got a chance of like staying or whatever. Like the whole thing is bullshit. Like with a daughter and like fucking whatever. I'll just keep doing my thing. And then, like, I've had my rant or whatever, and that's set her off maybe, or whatever. One of those videos that I've played, and how it's actually helped me. Like, and if she's fucking just deliberately over listening to it instead of just living her life on the other side of the house doing whatever, that's like actual harassment, man. You know, but I've got no evidence of that. I can't see through the wall and see that she's just like there the whole time, waiting for me to play the thing like she did. Like, anyway, we just gotta like forgive still. I think it's still the way for yourself, but the fully forgiving them like in person, that it still has to be like kind of not there. Like it's a sight. They have to be silent to them, and yeah, you just have to pretty much. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. You just have to do that until there's maybe like another little bit of happiness sort of thing. And then, I don't know. I really don't know. It just has to be left at that. It's like with my mum. It's the same thing. I've dealt with it since I was a teenager, where they just don't want to deal with the thing from yesterday. It just they just move on from it eventually. You know. So they are weird. I'm weird, like that too. A little bit, but not like that. That's full blown cooked. See, it's just in the ether, that man. I don't know where it is. That live that I did just then. It was on this. Bam. Oh, it'll do it when it does it, or it might not even be there. I don't know if that's happened before, but yeah. Anyway, now I'm gonna have some bits of bread, and then that's all. Sugar and bread, whatever. You can't do it forever. It is what it is. Poof, that's been on for 2 hours. Cool. Cheers, TV. yeah, I don't give a fuck really about checking other stuff. Just happy with my thoughts. Not fully sometimes, like yesterday, but I have to just concentrate on that. If I like get distracted with other shit, like videos, and you're like, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, that's not going to be a good idea. I need to focus. Because if I lose it out of this now, because this is a bit of danger territory for me, like, and I need to embrace it, and just be like, goose fraba, goose fraba. Even though I still want to go off, and I might like again one day about it, like in a bit of a weird way. That's not who I am. That's venting. I mean, some people don't fully get me. They just don't get me because it's not really like you can't really do that. You're not really allowed to do that. But I do because I'm weird. I have to apologize for everything I do every day. To myself, to God, and to everyone. With, like being kind of parasocially. So it's just with me, with them behind their back, with me and God. Every day. All the aspects of all of that. So I say sorry for everything I've said, that kind of thing. I clear the thing for the day. Or if it's a little bit over a day, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like, as long as it's still kind of keeping up with one a day, roughly. If I do 2 in a day, to catch it up, then that's how it works. Like I've said, if I'd had days off, I'd probably have to spend the entire day in doing stuff to catch up for more. And sometimes I do ones in advance on top anyway, to actually cover that in advance. So sometimes I go in there, I do one little thing, and I leave. But some days I do like 3 or 4 or 5 little things. So I've actually got advance paid of them, basically, if I fall behind, like by 24 hours or 36 hours or whatever, and I have to do one and then another one 12 hours later to keep it back in line. It doesn't matter. It just literally doesn't matter. It's too important. No one else does this. I have to do it. It's like other people that go maybe foraging or they're hippies, they probably do it too. There's probably other people that do it, but I don't know how many. I'm just helping to contribute with it, which is upping it a fuck ton. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people do in affect me anything. It doesn't matter because this is too important, and it's the long-term story that I'll have afterwards. Saying like, yeah, I almost stopped when I got kicked out. When I got kicked out, and I still did it. I'm like, what the fuck? How? I was like, I don't know how. I was like packing up my house, and I was really tired, and I just didn't go to bed, and I fucking still did it. It's like insane, actually. I just did it the whole time. I've done it for like now, I don't know what I'm up to. Like it's like 5 months and 20 days or some shit. And they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you? I'm like, I don't even know. You gotta ask God, maybe. And then if you get a good connection with God, you might realise what I am. I think the only people that actually get who I am have the same sort of thing going on. Like they go out there, they meditate. Well, that's what it's called. Meditate, prayer. What's the difference? Aren't they the same thing? I think they're the same thing. It just depends on how you're doing it. Because a lot of the meditations are like clearing energy, grounding. They're the same kind of things that prayers do as well. So it's all sort of like one thing. And it really helps actually kneeling and having your head down, like, because you like that, like like I don't know how to explain that. Like it's not just like your feet on the ground and you're just like doing a prayer like that. Like, that's more of like something else. The bringing it in, like the sun, when I do it in the morning, it's like a thing like that sometimes. You know? But then at night, it's a full like the ground thing. You know, it doesn't really work that well, that thing, unless it is nighttime, and unless I'm like up high. So, you know, I kind of substituted, but like, I mean, the cave is like a pretty sacred kind of spot. So, and I hadn't done it there that much. Like, I've been doing random spots, and I don't have an order, and I'm just random at. And so I was just like, yeah, no, fuck it, I'll do it there. Because it was getting on. I was like, oh, I might as well just go, you know, like whatever. And then, yeah, funny enough how I just sort of accidentally did what I did, and then I got that thing with the magpies. So, and I've actually already looked into magpies, so I don't really need to do it again. Like, they're pretty smart. So I can have them, and that yesterday was the crows. So it was kind of fucking interesting how I've done that. Crows yesterday, and crows fully visited, and then the fucking them today. So it's like Adelaide versus Port Adelaide, whatever. Trip that shit. In a way, there's different types of messages in there that I'm seeing. Like the crow / raven / symbology, all of that for yesterday, which is what I was in. I was literally like, you could have probably almost seen the crows just flying around and you're like, I should have brought them home, like I could have like hit it nearly. That's what it was like. Because they go to where death is. And that's same as transformation, rebirth. Death, transformation, rebirth. And I was in this weird shitty mode, man, like yesterday. Maybe that was the last time I'll be like that, like I just was. And then a little bit sort of like a little bit today. I was polite. It was just like my own thing. I had to really concentrate on it. Like I did my own thing. I wasn't like looking around for that. I've actually like today embraced this like, fuck it, you know what? If there's cars that doing whatever, I just didn't even look at their number plates at all. I did a bit of a sussing there when I was waiting for my coffee, but then once I got my coffee, I couldn't give two fucks. And I just was mainly looking at the sun. So there was like shit going on, and I wasn't even paying attention. And so that might have got seen, who knows? But like, you know, I'm not even like going. And it's after that, I'm like, what? Yeah, so like, just upgraded again. Doesn't matter, just take another step. It's the only way. You have to like invert it and fucking push it out like that. And that's kind of like what I was doing at the coffee shop. I was doing my like a little, this is the kind of one that I do, and then I do it that way. You just flick the shit off. It's like, they love attacking this angle, your blind spot. Like imagine there's like a triangle, but the point is like right in the middle of your spine. Those two angles at the back of you. Bang, go, done. They shit bricks, man. You're looking at the sun, taking that in, and then going, bah, fucking Merkaba, fucking triangle, fucking square, circle, fucking all of it. Like a transformer. Sipping the coffee, really slowly. Looking like an actual G, bro. Like my smoke, and just like, not like, a bit different. Works a charm. Actually works a charm. Your own like ego kind of like embraced it, and it actually helps. Just go, no, I am a boss. I am the boss man. I am my own boss now. And that's what I did. I just didn't give a fuck. Like, once I was doing that, there were cars coming and going, people coming and going. Didn't care. Literally didn't even care. I had my hood on. I was like, I've turned this around to that way and gone. Like, I brought it that way in there. And then I've gone, turned around, sat down. Son. Like I was some weirdo. Because I am a weirdo. But a good weirdo. Like a protective, good, cleansing, recharging weirdo. It's just amazing that no one actually has bothered to fucking go, hey, like, are you some kind of like weirdo? And I'll be like, yeah. I'm like, well, what type? I'll be like, well, like, you see the sun there? That's pretty important, dude. Like, not with all the other scientific shit that they've told you, but the other shit. That's what. You want to start with that? Do you know someone called Santos Bonacci? Go watch a couple of his videos and then see what you think from like whenever they are, 2012, 2010. And then we'll start from there, because that's where I started. If you can get through that, then we'll get somewhere. I'll see you tomorrow here at 6:30 p.m. The exact same time that I'm doing, you know, shit like that. Boom, 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 boom. I've got to get cruising. We've cooked, so yeah, I've got to go. Is it a goodbye? Is anyone there? Want to say hi, bye, ciao, quickly? I've managed to stay sane still with like no sleep. I was a little bit drowsy somewhere. Where was that? I can't even remember now. If it was the cave or the fucking coffee shop before I had my coffee. I was just sitting there like, whatever. I'm a bit tired. A little bit. Fucked if I know what's going on. Fucked if I know. I think I've activated it. I probably need more grounding. Like, that's what I'm going to have to probably introduce over the next coming days to bring me back, or else I'm just going to be going too far up. And I've like left, I'm like, what do you call it, floating around the clouds kind of thing. And I need to come back down from that. If I keep doing that, like, might be in trouble in a way. So I need to take grounding seriously tonight, which may involve like taking my shoes off and socks off, putting them in the freezing cold water, and then stamping around on the dirt or something. Hi, bye. Hope you have a day. Cheers, Aussie Rick. You legend. Hope your day better today. It is. Even though it was shocking before, I wish I had that. I wish I had what she did. I wish I had that, but I don't. But it was pretty bad what she did, because I haven't picked it up off the doorstep. Archangel Michael is analysing it right now, we'll say, before I even look at it, bro. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. I've got to go. Hi, bye. Cheers, legends. I'll see you later with some news, I suppose. Peace out. Stay magical and stay toasty. Jezza out. Whoop. Wrong thing. Peace.